All right, ladies and gentlemen, they got ice machine for the Abbeville switcher over here. That's their vehicles right there, the engineer and conductor. Like I said on previous videos, they originate an Abbeville switcher out of Abbeville now. So they don't go to Greenwood and pick it up and bring it over to Abbeville. We have a crew that originates out of Abbeville again. All right, thank y'all. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Abbeville. It's about 1:30 on a Friday afternoon, and I'm looking at the northbound signal for a train coming up probably out of Atlanta. And I'll talk about more when I see them, but anyway, clear signal on the main line means proceed. Track speed, which is 45 miles an hour from main line to main line. He'll be on the track closest to me. He'll go through the switch and he'll go straight ahead. The track on the right is a siding. He's got to stop, but his track comes in at a curve up there, so they have to slow him down. So he's got like a 35 mile an hour. You know, when he goes to a clear or whatever, or approach signal. Alright, I got company down here with me, and I'm not paying attention to my camera too well. Can't see the screen too well either. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hear a train coming at us. Northbounder. I assume he's coming out of Atlanta. I don't believe this is going to be the Abbeville switcher. It could be, but I don't believe it is. Alright, thank you. Abbeville switcher is at work today. There's their rides over there. Alright, thank y'all. Alright guys, he's at Red Street. He's 1 mile away. I'm not going to try to stand there and film them because they get slower. They got these trip optimizer buttons on the locomotive, and that turns on the equipment that operates the locomotive, and they're not trying to get maximum speed down here, they're trying to get economical speed down through here. So it'll carry you at a slower pace than normal. So our trains kind of really are slowing down when they're using that equipment. Alright, thank y'all. Oh, I didn't even talk about it, did I? Didn't hit film it. Sorry about that. Something about that CPU going by made my camera quit. Shut it down, remove the camera from the page and everything. I wasn't touching the screen. Man coming by. 194 cars, 3 engines. Blue EOT on the bottom. I just got a car count. 3 engines, what? 194 cars?
194 cars, 3 engines.
194 cars, 3 engines. Alright, thank you, Ricky. Alright, this is the crew headed home. They get to Greenwood. They get to go home to the wives and their family. They've been in Atlanta, probably got there yesterday and maybe even the day before. There ain't been many trains running through, so, you know, I don't know, how hard it is to get them back home or get them even down there. All right, thank y'all. I got a retake. I got a big red dog going across the track up there. I don't know where he's gonna go to. I don't know whose dog he is. Apparently I can't zoom in, but we got a train. I hear his horn blowing behind me coming out of Atlanta. Alright. And we got stop signals northbound, north end of Abbeville. So I'm assuming this is the Abbeville switcher. Alright, y'all. I don't know if I got him or not. It sounds like he's at Red Street now. He'll be coming down around the corner. I'll give him a little bit. I got some of this big red dog coming up here. I don't know. I think he's leaving. Alright, he's moving down very slow. Looks like it's the Abbeville switcher. It's just a locomotive, so he's gonna pull down here and set it in that yard lead. Well, like I told you on the last video, the Abbeville switcher originates and now terminates in Abbeville. So Abbeville's back on the CSX map as far as originating and terminating trains. He's left his conductor out. He's gonna line the derail. Let me see if it allows me to zoom in. It's not allowing me to zoom in, so I hope y'all got big screen TV, y'all. Now he's gonna come past the switch, and the conductor, when he finishes with the derail, removing the derail, he'll come down there and line that switch from the main line, from the side to the yard track. They got a different name for it, but I forget what they call it. What that track used to be was the north end yard lead, so that's what I call it. I call it a yard lead track. Although it doesn't lead to any other rails but itself, both ends. Alright, he's pulling ahead. He's unlined the switch. Conductor's done jumped up on the locomotive. Oh no, he's walking back up to the derail and stuff. He's got to line this switch back. He's got to line the derail, so that's what he does. He gets the derail and then come back here and line the switch, and then he's gonna walk this way to get off work at the office over here. Alright. Telling the engineer he can stop. He's far enough away from the derail and stuff. He doesn't leave it attached to his train, because if he did, And he's counting on the air brakes and makes noise all weekend long. So you pull it there, you tie it down, and you cut everything off, and then it just quietly sits there all weekend long. Well, they do have to run it if we got cold weather, because they don't run antifreeze in these locomotives, just raw water. Maybe on the newer ones or whatever, I think the reason they didn't do it is because they had too many water leaks, and that was expensive, so they just run water and keep the locomotives running all the time so they didn't freeze up, and just make sure they're full of water so they don't overheat. And they'll do that all winter long, run them, you know. So I don't know, he might leave this one running if it's supposed to get cold tonight or something, I don't know. Alright, thank you. I'll get more. Alright, the engineer's out walking around. Thank y'all. These men are getting off of work now. Yeehaw. Alright, thank you. We had the engineer coming back now from the Abbeville switcher. Alright. I won't put the camera in his face though. Alright, thank you. Good morning, everybody. We got a train coming to us out of Greenwood. I came out yesterday, I didn't find any trains. But we did have some come through. I could hear them when I got home to my house. We got the Abbeville switcher up here in the yard. They're not working on Sunday. They don't work Saturday or Sunday, so that locomotive's been sitting up there on idle. I don't know what we got coming at us. But I hear him, he's coming around the corner already. Sounds like he's blowing a horn. I don't know why, there's no crossing down there. Alright, looks like he got a ditch light out. Nope, it works. It's just hiding behind stuff. I don't know what this is. I can't see it too clear. And look, CSA doesn't run scheduled trains. Everything's run as an extra. When it leaves the yard, they start it up as an extra. It's not a scheduled train. So you never know what you're going to get. They're honking at us, y'all. They're saying hello. Alright, this looks like a coal train. Alright, this is not the SCWX coal train. SRLX, I don't know what that is. SURX, CITX, CEFX, HIPX. RDL rapid discharge. it's a train made up of everybody's cars, ain't it? Because they got some rotary couplers facing south and some on the north end. So that one's on the north end. See the red up there? Got some stray squeaking going on over there. I don't know if bearings or brake shoes. If it gets hot enough, the defect detector will get them. Sound like he's slowing down. Boy, he is slowing down. A hill can't be that big of a deal to him. Alright, so she's going to stop here in Abbeville. No thaw heat aluminum car. So what, we bust a knuckle someplace in the train? I didn't hear the brakes go into emergency, but it did stop pretty damn quick. I don't know if that's the bottom car or whether he lost a knuckle or what. I hear the engine still up there. It's sitting down in idle. Alright, let me see what I can find. This car's sitting here making some more noise. It doesn't have its brakes on. I hear air still leaking out of it. But I don't see what's doing the squeaking. Alright, I'm still near the back. I'm going to see if there's EOT down here or something. So we got locomotive. See, that one's got its brakes on. That one's not. So you got brakes not working on that car. I don't see a name who makes the car. FURX is First Union Rail. They rent cars out. It's a bank. Alright, we got another one down here. Yeah, I see it's on. Got air leaking out down here. Freight Car America, Roanoke, Virginia. That's who made that car. Alright, so this is the bottom end. So he ain't in emergency, he just got a normal brake application, 78 pounds, from 90 down to 78. You hear the noise? That air's going through charging the batteries in that EOT. Alright, the big air tank on these cars is to operate that big piston, which opens up those doors down there to dump the coal out. This is an HIPX car. I had no idea who that is. Okay, and that's a door dump, so that air hose down there is to fill that tank up. So they're labeled, the brakes on the other side. That's the one they're hooking up to the EOT to give it power, or to give it air. Alright, let me see if I find some more stuff. I don't know what they're stopping for up there. They might be going to change the crew at Red Street. I don't know. Doesn't sound like it's far enough up to Red Street though. Alright, thank you. That little white thing hanging down over there, I wonder what that is for. Alright. That sounds like the triple valve's letting air out. I don't know. That's that thing sitting over there. Alright, thank you. This car was built by Trinity Industries, Mount Orab, Ohio. Talking about that baby there. That's the pickup shoe that sign's talking about. Alright, a plate F car. And I don't see the rest of the report marks on this one. Got some squeaking, but the train's not rolling. I don't know what's causing that. Alright. You got plate A, plate C, plate D, plate E, plate F. Each of those is different car sizes. And these cars have to stay within those limits. But when you have these shoes out for opening the doors up and making them work, then it exceeds plate F because it's wider than it's supposed to be. Alright, this one is a rotary dump only. It doesn't have doors on the bottom, so I don't know how they're doing that because they got, you know, the rotary knuckles for rotating these cars. See the red end up there, the red paint on that? That says that knuckle over there will rotate in that pocket there. This one is a rigid one, it's fixed, it's not going to rotate. So that means they can rotate this car around that knuckle there to dump the coal out. And do the same on that one. So exceeds plate F. See, know that the corner down here. A lot of these cars give you the measurements on there to tell you, like right there, extreme, this is plate F cars. Exterior width, extreme width is 11'0". Exterior width is 10'8". Cubic feet is kind of marked out, might be 4,000. Height is 2'8". Oh, the extreme width is going to be at the height of 2'8", which would be that. And exterior width is at the height of 13'6", which would be the width of the car at the top up there. Alright, so that's a plate F car. That thing's steady, but the cars ain't rolling, so I don't know what that is. Jonestown America Corporation, Danville, Illinois. That's where that car was built by. That's the aluminum car. So we got so many different car manufacturers out here. They all got different information on it. This is a unit train because they're all coal cars. They got one pickup point and one destination the whole train. Jonestown, America. And this one would probably be a plate F car and not exceeding it because it doesn't have those little paddles on the side to operate the doors. I don't know what that is. Anybody knows, tell me. I assume it might be a car shaker or something. It's getting air from the other side over there. I assume when they open up the doors, this will shake the car to help get the coal out and stuff. Freight Car Services, Danville, Illinois. Wow. Subject to lease or security interest filed with the U.S. Surface Transportation Board. I was giving you truck information up there so you know what levers and what spring sizes you need for that car. Those are your springs. You got 6 large ones and inside them are 6 smaller ones, I guess. Maximum temperature, 250 degrees, radiant thaw. Center seals ASTM A1018 grade 70 steel. Use E9I1T-1 or equivalent for weld repair. Order number 120013, paint manufacturer PSCSX black 2411. Radiant thaw heat only. Exterior width 10'8". Doesn't have a extreme width. Height is 12'10", or that's the height of it, and that's what 10'8" is. It's got 4,520 cubic feet loading capacity. So 2-inch tread conditioned shoes, those are down there, and they look like they're about worn out. Alright, that's the shoe right there. That one's got a little tread on that shoe. Load limit. So this is the car and the load all together is 243,200 pounds. The empty weight or light weight of the car is 42,800 pounds. So you just subtract that from the top number and it tells you how much load you got in there. Freight Car America, Danville, Illinois. Alright, thank you. Alright, gentlemen, I assume what this is the inbound crew that brought this train out of Columbia or brought it out of Hamlet, North Carolina. They didn't have room for it in Greenwood, so they just had a extra crew, or the inbound crew brought it over and terminated it in that. We didn't terminate, parked it in Abbeville, waiting for the outbound crew to get it to carry it on to Atlanta. Alright, thank y'all. Alright, they only got one air hose on these cars, so that means they're not supplying those with the doors on them for the air to dump it. So all these are going to be rotary dumped. And you got to make sure the couplers are lined up where they got a rigid coupler and a normal coupler and a rotary coupler hooked together. So that means wherever these cars are like this, you got unpainted car here and a painted end here, so that's your rotary dump. And it looks good all the way down, but I have seen on the earlier part of the train, some of these cars had the painted ends on the south end, not the north end. Freight Car Services, Danville, Illinois. They do have a name in the middle of it, who manufactured them. I'm just having a hard time seeing them. Alright, this has doors on it, and it has two air hoses. There's your tank to dump the doors with, and they have side opening doors on this one. Exceeds plate F, see pickup 2 decal, back BN left side, AN right side. So that's your AN down there. So this is your brake end, and this will be the left side of it. And that's your shoe that exceeds plate F when it pops out. And I don't know what this is. That's something interesting. You got a pipe coming out of it, so that must allow air to come out or something. Maybe when the doors close or something, it exhausts air out that way. Got a South Carolina palmetto tree up there, I guess. Ownership subject to a security agreement filed with the Surface Transportation Board, so you can never really know who owns these unless you look it up, find out what Surface Transportation Board says. Rapid discharge, RDL. Patents on this one. Stand clear of doors. Alright, well, they won't be using the doors in this train because, like I said, they don't have air hoses run all the way. Alright, thank you. Alright, he's taking off, y'all. I heard him tap the horn, and then he hit the throttle. They must have stopped and get something off the taxi or something. I didn't see anybody talk to anybody. I hope you're enjoying this. I sure am. Engineer pulled up and said, well, Patrick wants to see this train, so let's show it to him. Alright, train crew going to Atlanta. A Greenwood crew taking this train down south. They're actually headed west. That's south. But all CSX tracks run north-south, so they're either running north or they're running south. Alright, thank y'all.